Hi, and welcome back to Armchair Pundits, Liverpool's reaction show. So, there you have it. Another defeat. Season is not ending as we all wanted it to and expected it to. And just really, really bad performance today. Wasn't expecting us to lack the fight that we did today. It's a derby, and if there's one thing you should be able to do is win your duels and win your fights and win your challenges. And we, instead of winning challenges, we just gave away silly free kicks all the way through the first half, which gave Everton a chance to do what they're good at and continually launch balls into our box. And they got a goal from that. We got lucky because they got an initial goal ruled offside, and that should have been a warning for us. But whether Klopp got the initial starting lineup wrong, Konate's been off form for a little while. Quincy was good on the weekend. Should Quincy have stayed in? I get it. With Calvert-Lewin and his physicality, he probably thought we needed Konate, but he bullied Konate, and I've never seen that before. Never seen Konate get bullied. I've seen him have a few mishaps and poor performances, but he did not do well in his duels at all this evening, to the point where he got subbed off. And he was right to be subbed off because he was horrible today. I mean, he won 6 duels, lost 3. Ground duels, aerial duels, he did okay, but it just seemed like Calvert-Lewin always was able to lever him off the ball or something, or get a free kick from him. So, not a good performance from Konate and the team in general. You look at it, and Everton did a number on us, in all honesty. They let us have the ball, and we ran out of ideas from the first half, which I'm always one that thinks, okay, you know what? Because it's happened so many times this season, no one wants to concede the first goal, but we've conceded the first goal. We've got into half-time, 1-0 down. Could have been worse. Now, show yourselves. Show what you're made of. Come out second half and do what you've done so many times this season and win the second half. Win the second half, whether it's a late goal or what. But they're just missing something, this team. Something isn't right, especially with Salah. You look at how physical Núñez is. Núñez didn't win a single duel today. Salah didn't win a single duel. 7 duels they contested between them in a derby, and they lost all of them. And it was unacceptable. If I'm completely honest, I think the only people that could actually say they put in a decent performance were Van Dijk and Diaz. I thought Diaz was good. He tried. He's getting at his man. He was beating his player. He was running in behind, running into spaces, doing 1-2s of people. But no one in that team was able to lift themselves to actually help him. He looked like he was trying to do everything himself because no one seemed to be able to do anything. Don't think McAllister worked. I mean, you go into a derby like this, I don't know why Endo's not starting. These kind of games, you need Endo. You need him because you need the battler in there. And McAllister plays better further forward. I, for one, thought, you know what, it's Merseyside derby, Jones is a scouser, he'll be on it. But he wasn't good enough today either. Szoboszlai has been really poor of late. I know some people say he's been poor for quite a while, which it could be the case. But definitely over the last, since his injury, he has not been good at all. He hasn't had a good game. Whereas earlier in the season, he had a few shaky games, he didn't have a good game. But since he's come back from that injury, he's played poorly every single time he's touched the pitch. So really disappointing. Núñez, I mean, seriously, he needs to go back to basics. I mean, after training, go and do what you need to do. Even if it's, I was listening to the commentary and Daniel Sturridge saying, even if it's taking 5 shots every single day after training, or 5-7 shots in certain positions, so you get the continual repetition, because the amount of times this guy just doesn't hit the target or kicks it straight at the goalkeeper when he's all he has to do is slot it, it's not good enough. And he's at a crossroads now where, with a new manager coming in, we probably should cut our losses, see what we can get for him, and try and find a striker that is not going to crumble in front of goal. Yes, people say he's chaos and he's a menace, but we're coming to the end of the second season, and when I defended him a lot during the season, it's because I believed that come the end of the season, he had a decent start season. I wouldn't say good, a decent start to the season where he got goals here and there, that he may come good towards the end of the season. But we've needed him and as our number 9, and he hasn't shown up. As we've come to crunch time, he hasn't shown up, and it hasn't been good enough. So, a really poor performance. Felt like even Klopp gave up, because, not being funny, we brought on 3 defenders, and we left Danz, who has already scored for us, really put in good shifts for us when we had injuries, didn't come off the bench. We had Bobby Clark, possibly could have come to the bench. Gravenberch, he wasn't great the last game, but he's someone that can get a goal. He's someone that tries stuff. He's someone that tries to beat players. And we didn't have enough of that today. Didn't have enough of it at all. So, really, really disappointing performance. And it just feels like, realistically, the way Arsenal are playing and what we know of Man City, that we've probably thrown away the title. I know people will say it's only 3 points and this, that, and the other, but I can't see Man City dropping points. Arsenal, okay, cool. Arsenal may have the derby on Sunday and Man United going forward, but the way they're performing right now, I'd be surprised if they drop points in those games. So we have to focus on ourselves and find a way to wake up, because it feels like we've run out of gas. That's seriously what it feels like. It seems like we tried so hard earlier in the season to come back from losing positions, injuries, and using youngsters and players playing probably more games and more minutes than they should have been playing, to the point where now we look like we've run out of ideas, we look like we've run out of energy, we look like we're constantly forcing it and not being cool in and around the box. So, as I normally do, I'll move on to the match ratings, which should be quick because they're going to be poor apart from 1 or 2 players. And I'm completely honest, can't fault Alisson for anything, so he gets a 6. Robbo, 5. Van Dijk, 6.5. Konate, 5. Trent, 5. Jones, Konate's probably not going to 5. Konate's performance today was probably a 4, if I'm completely honest. He probably gets a 4. Jones, 5. McAllister, 5. Szoboszlai seemed anonymous. He probably gets a 4 today. Luis Diaz, to be honest, I said earlier, I don't think he had a bad game today. We've lost 2-0, so he can't get a really high score. So he probably gets a 6.5. Nunes, 4. And Salah, 4. So that's my ratings. There's not much to say about them, being completely honest. Some could possibly even get lower scores because they just didn't turn up. Really didn't turn up. And it's just unlike us to be that passive in a big game like this. But yeah, let me know your scores. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And continue to subscribe and to like the show. Take it easy. Peace.